Hey, what's up my YouTube friends? I am back with a review of the Gerber StrongArm in MagnaCut. It is 4.9 inches in blade length, 9.8 inches overall length. The weight is 7.6 ounces. The steel is MagnaCut, which is a CPM steel. The handle is nylon and rubberized, probably TPE or something like that. And it comes with a multi-mount MOLLE-compatible sheath. It is made in the USA, right? Now Gerber is a US company, but it is actually owned by Fiskars, which is a company in Finland. And the price I paid was $160 on Amazon. However, prices are subject to change. I would imagine that as time goes by, that price might decrease. I can't really see that price increasing. So I would imagine as the years go by that might decrease. Now one thing you should know, there is another older version of the StrongArm that is 420HC, 420 high carbon. It's a stainless steel that's often used by buck as well. And that older model is less expensive. So this has a tiny burr, like right there. I don't know if you can even see it. You see that? Just right at the beginning of the edge. There's a little bit of flash. It's like an overhanging lip of metal. Really no big deal at all though. Just take a ceramic rod and I can feel it overhanging the edge. Alright, so first things first, I'm just going to remove that with a ceramic rod and should be good. Alright, let's test initial sharpness. Well, more like demonstrate. But for a production knife, that's not bad at all. Alright, so good job there, Gerber. So what do I think is the mission of this knife? Well, most people would use this as a heavy-duty camp knife or a field knife, which is just a fancy word for it'll do a little bit of everything. It's not specifically tactical, but at the same time it could definitely stab into something. It could also be used as combat utility, right? But the MagnaCut steel, I mean, that's really overkill for some of those purposes. Hey, but what's wrong with overkill? If you can afford it, why not have a steel that's unnecessarily good, right? Basically, this exists because you already have a buck knife, probably had it for 30 years and it's fine, you know. If you just want a hunting knife, you can get stuff that's a lot more budget friendly than this. So this is someone, if you want to upgrade, we are going to take this out into the woods and cut a few things, and I will take you with me. As promised, I took you out to the woods, and we have a creek. Here is the Gerber StrongArm. Alright, but first, we have things to discuss, because I haven't posted a video in a while, alright? So where the hell have you been? Where the hell have I been? Well, I am officially 51 years old. Yes, I am 51 years old. It was my birthday about a week ago from when I'm filming this. The other reason is because we're having weather problems. We are dodging a heat warning, okay? The government in all its wisdom has issued a heat advisory for where I am, which is New England, okay? The other day, a couple people collapsed in the parking lot. This girl was telling me a couple people just collapsed in the parking lot of the mall apparently from the heat. So, combat utility knife? Alright, well you might have to cut some straps, modify gear, rescue someone, whatever. Alright, there you go. Now obviously this thing is sharp. Alright, so straps. Right, this is bike tire tubing, stretchy. There you go. Now if this was dull, what would happen is you would try to cut it and it would just stretch instead of cutting, so it did well. Want to cut a zip tie? Whoa, boing. See that? Zip tie. Alright, I have here a shard of kiln-dried firewood. Let's just carve on it a little bit, shall we? I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been posting on YouTube, but in that time I've definitely been acquiring stuff for the channel. I have all kind of stuff. I got some new Tontos. I have 3 Langren knives I'm going to be reviewing. Alright, just doing well. Carve a vampire steak. Go. Yeah, I need MagnaCut for this. No other steel will do this. Just kidding. Yeah, we'll discuss MagnaCut. I can feel the humidity already kicking up. Yeah, we gotta make this quick, man. We gotta make this quick. Alright, so there you go. I mean, if you need to carve a vampire steak, there you go. I'm going to baton this little piece of wood, which I brought with me. I'm going to have to use this shitty improvised baton. Now on the ad for this, they actually showed some batoning in their advertisement. Okay, so I'm going to take that as they're saying you can do it. Me personally, I don't use short knives like this for batoning. I use bigger ones. But whatever. Alright, doing well. Hold up. We'll make this into a bunch of thinner pieces. One more piece. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we took that one piece and we made a bunch of thinner pieces with it. This is what things look like. Alright, everything's overgrown. Look at this big rock. Yeah, I lift this every day, you know, just to keep in shape. No, just kidding. The waters are definitely low because you see that part right there? That part is usually underwater. Alright, so that's the status of the creek. Gerber StrongArm. We put its name to the test. So it's got what they call the diamond texturing. This is rubber, right? You have a lanyard hole there with an extended tang, and it even has an impact point, right? It's got an impact point right there. Gotta smash a window or something. It has a small integrated guard right here. Now this is so it can lock into the sheath, that depression. However, it can also be used for a modified grip like this, which has various applications. Now you see the grind, right? This part is flat, so it's a partial flat grind. This also has a nice stone wash on the blade. Right, so this is a drop point. And then you see the relief grind right there. The sheath. It's got slots. It's got eyelets. It has a retaining strap with a button closure. It locks it in, right, through that indent. Right? It does not rattle. On this side, we have, right, belt loop. So, you can push off right there. Alright, and it is ambidextrous in that you can insert it, right, with either orientation. Alright, so that's the sheath. But wait, it's got, you see those things right there, you see those structures. The sheath is multi-mount. Alright, you basically, however you want to wear it, you probably can. Hold on. That sheath comes with these extra pieces right here. Ah, what the hell is up with them? Well, there's instructions. All right, I'll just give you a look at... Okay, so you've got instructions. They tell you, you know, each piece that it comes with. They tell you how to do all the different configurations. Basically, if you buy the knife, it comes with this information. You'll be able to follow these instructions and arrange it to however you want to mount the knife. All right? There's at least 20 different big knife companies that are all coming out with MagnaCut knives. 100% the hottest steel right now. MagnaCut is a CPM steel. So what's up with MagnaCut? Like, why is this knife $160? Well, I'll tell you, MagnaCut has a very, very good mixture of qualities, okay? It is a stainless steel, right? So you have corrosion resistance. You also have edge retention and toughness. MagnaCut can be hardened. Well, it depends who you ask, but they say supposedly it can be safely hardened up to 64 HRC. And if you did harden it a lot, that's why it has, one of the reasons it has good edge retention, right? You can harden it safely, meaning you can give it a high hardness without it becoming brittle, okay? Now, this particular knife is hardened to between 60 to 62 HRC. With CPM steel, it's a more uniform steel. Even at the microscopic level, all right, CPM steel does not have weak spots, right? It does not have weak points. It does not have a lot of variability. It's extremely uniform. All right, so just put it in your head. CPM steels, they've removed all weak spots from them. All right, so let's talk about country of origin. So this is made in the USA. That may be important to you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care where it's made. I care about the quality. I'm not here to subsidize shit businesses. If you're in the USA and you don't make a good knife, I don't give a fuck if you go out of business. This is one of Gerber's best knives, like, for sure, right? I don't care how many bad knives they make, because nobody forces you to buy those. Those are just starter knives for young people, okay? Those are just starter knives for young people. This is actually one of Gerber's best knives. So you heard it here.